Tonight, we drift to the edge of an ancient sea. Waves whisper against stone. Salt and wind carry the echoes of a city once called the shining crown of the world. Here upon the island of Pharos stood a tower so tall it touched the morning light, the Great Lighthouse of Alexandria. For nearly 2,000 years, its flame guided sailors home through darkness and storm. But today, not a single stone remains. Only stories scattered like shells along the coast of memory. The lighthouse was born from ambition. When Alexander the Great founded his city beside the Nile, he imagined a port that would rule the seas. After his death, the Ptolemaic kings turned that dream into marble and light. They built a beacon for gods and mortals alike. At its heart burned a fire that never slept. Polished bronze mirrors caught its glow and hurled it across the water. Fishermen claimed they could see it from 100 miles away, a fixed star upon the earth. The tower itself rose higher than any structure of its age. Some said 400 feet, others more. Its base was square and solid, carved from white limestone that gleamed under the sun. Above it, a spiral ramp coiled upward to a round colonnade, and atop that, a slender cylinder crowned with a statue, Zeus or Poseidon, watching over the sea. By day, the tower flashed sunlight across the horizon. By night, its flame burned through mist and storm, a promise to every sailor that the world still held direction. But nothing built by human hands is eternal. The same sea that once worshipped the lighthouse began to gnaw at its walls. Earthquakes struck in the year 956, again in 1303, and once more in 1323. With each tremor, stones fell like teeth from a broken jaw. When the final wave came, the tower slid beneath the harbor, swallowed by the tide. Centuries passed. Silt buried the ruins, and Alexandria turned her gaze inland. The beacon that had once ruled the night became legend. In the late 20th century, divers descended into the harbor. What they found astonished the world: massive blocks of granite, fallen columns, statues of kings, and fragments of walls as wide as city streets. The lighthouse had not vanished. It had merely fallen asleep beneath the sea. Archaeologists mapped its bones, piece by piece, each stone whispering of an age when light itself was worshipped. They discovered that parts of the lighthouse had been reused in later centuries, woven into fortresses, mosques, and docks. The light of Pharos had never truly died. It had simply changed form. The ancient writers said that sailors believed the tower had a soul, that its flame was kept alive by unseen hands, and that when the world grew dark again, the lighthouse would rise once more. Perhaps they were not entirely wrong. Today, its memory lives in every lantern raised at sea in every signal that cuts through night to say, "You are not lost, you are home." What does it mean to build a beacon? Maybe it is the most human act of all, to cast light into the unknown, to fight back the endless dark, and to believe that someone, somewhere, will see it. The sea is calm again. Waves breathe softly against the shore. The moon lays a silver path over the water, and if you listen carefully, you might still hear the crackle of that eternal fire, the heartbeat of Alexandria. Perhaps the lighthouse never fell. Perhaps it still stands, reflected in every flame that burns through the night. You've been listening to Dreamtime Deep Dive. Sleep well.